Lauren here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't been here before, hello and welcome to my makeshift studio space. So earlier this week I asked you all on Instagram what kind of sequence you wanted to see going up on my YouTube this weekend, and lots of you asked for strong. So you asked for it, I'm going to deliver it to you. So you have a strong, powerful yoga practice coming at you today. And if you've been to my classes before, you may remember a chair exercise, that we all loved and adored. So you'll be pleased to know it's making a comeback in this session. So now that I've hopefully got you all excited to go, we're going to hop straight in. We're going to start in a downward facing dog. So as you come into your downward facing dog, maybe you spend a little bit of time on your hands and on your knees first, just making sure we're spreading the fingertips nice and wide, pressing down and clawing down, pressing the ground away and starting to tuck the toes under. So as you come into your downward facing dog, flying the hips towards the sky, keeping the knees nice and bent first of all, making sure we're finding this solid connection between the belly and the tops of your thighs. And you can hold here for a few moments. Maybe you gradually start to lengthen down one leg, pressing that heel down towards the mat, and then gently drifting over to the other side. So gently bending in one knee and then the other. So using our downward facing dog to warm the body up. And I know a downward facing dog is still quite a strong posture, so you can lower down to the knees at any moment should you wish. We're getting a nice stretch down the backs of the legs, and then gradually we can build on this movement. So we're going to make our downward facing dogs a little bit funky today. So bring in as much movement as you wish. You can stay with this nice pedaling out through the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you come back to bending both knees, really lifting the sit bones up towards the sky. Maybe you start to bring it into your hips slowly, getting a little twist here and there. Yeah, feel free to make it nice and funky. So using this downward facing dog to warm up the entire body, really pressing the earth away through the fingertips, through the feet, releasing through the back of the neck. So maybe taking a few moments just to shake the head, no, nod the head, yes, and keep lifting the hips up to the sky. Maybe this movement comes a little bit into your spine and into your torso. So maybe we lift up onto the tips of the toes, find a little curve in our spine as if we're going to ripple forwards to a plank. And then exhale, press it back. Beautiful. So whatever kind of comes naturally to you here, feel free to just go with it. Connecting to your breath. Love. And we're going to stay with this for 3 more slow and steady breaths. So take that nice big inhale in through the nose. Exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Lovely, 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Lovely, let's take a few more waves in the body. So inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes, lift the hips towards the sky. As you exhale, wave the body forwards to your plank. Bring the shoulders over the wrists and making sure as we come into this plank, we're finding this nice long line. And we're not collapsing into the shoulder blades. We're really pressing the ground away, staying nice and active. Have an inhale here. Have an exhale. Inhale. Let's lift the hips, wave the body back to your downward facing dog. Exhale here. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the hips, ripple the body forward to plank. Exhale as you arrive. Inhale, waving it back. Exhale, down dog. Lovely. 1 more inhale, ripple the body forwards to your plank. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. 1 more time. Inhale, rippling it forwards to your plank. And then exhale, maybe you drop the knees first should you wish, or maybe you hug the elbows in, maintaining this long line. Gently bring the body all the way down towards the mat. Beautiful. Have a little shake out in the shoulders. Separate the legs ever so slightly, tenting the fingertips off your mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders away, rippling up through the spine, getting that nice stretch across the abdominals here. And then exhale, ripple back down. Couple more times with this. Inhale, ripple on up. And exhale, ripple on down. 1 more time. Inhale. Maybe you come up just a little bit higher. And exhale, come all the way down. Lovely. Palms of the hands return underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Come up through a tabletop, or maybe you're quite happy to power straight up through a plank. And then ripple the body all the way back to your downward facing dog. Lovely. Have one full round of breath here. Nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. Beautiful. You can have a little softness in the knees here. You're just going to walk the hands all the way back towards your feet. So bending the knees as much as you need to, taking a standing forward fold at the back of your mat. And just starting to feel a little bit more into those hamstrings. You can keep this little bit of movement going. You can have a sway in the torso from side to side. And again, making sure we're really releasing through the back of the neck and in your lower spine here. Lovely, well done. Let's inhale, have a halfway lift. Fingertips to your shins, zipping up through the spine, finding this nice flat back where we shine the crown of the head forwards, tailbone back. Exhale, return to your fold. And again, let's go twice more. Inhale, think about creating more space here. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift, finding more length. Exhale, maintaining that length as you fold. Beautiful, well done. Okay, bend back into the knees, start to plant the hands down. You're going to walk the hands back out in front, back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Exhale. Now inhale, lift up onto your tiptoes. Keep clawing down through the fingertips, pressing the ground away. And I just want you to walk your tiptoes as close as you can towards your hands. Keep lifting up onto the tiptoes, keep pressing the ground away. Lovely, well done. Send the shoulders a little bit further forwards than your fingertips. Keep lifting onto the tiptoes nice and high. And then exhale, work your way back. Lovely, well done. Once you come back into your downward facing dog, bend the knees, walk the hands back towards your feet. Beautiful. As you arrive here, inhale, halfway lift, create that space. Exhale, fold. Lovely, let's go again. Walk the hands back out to your down dog. Have a breath, nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, here we go. Tiptoeing our way forwards towards our hands. Keep the hips nice and lifted, just work your way as far forwards as you can. And then exhale, work your way back. Lovely, back into your down dog. Bend the knees, hands to the feet. Beautiful, well done. And we're going to do that just once more. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And bend the knees back out to your down dog. Here we go, one final time. Inhale, lift up onto those tiptoes, claw down through the fingertips. Start to tiptoe your way towards your hands. Beautiful, keep pressing the ground away. Inhale here. Exhale, settle the heels back down. Have a bend in the knees here. Shake out the arms, shake out the wrists. Beautiful, well done. Okay, inhale, halfway lift, grow tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, take a nice and easy roll up through the spine, stacking up bone by bone. Take as long as you need with this, well done. Okay, as you arrive and standing, send those shoulders down and away. Beautiful, standing up nice and tall. Okay, you're going to take a nice big inhale, sweep the arms up nice and high. Reaching up as high as you can, pressing the ground away through the feet. Have a little tuck of the tailbone under and a little lift up through the heart here. Okay, your right hand is going to take hold of your left wrist as you inhale, lengthen out through the entirety of that left hand side and start to take it over towards the right, enjoying this nice big side body stretch. So have a little push of the hips over towards the left hand side, just coming into the stretch as far as you want to go. Make sure the breath is not restricted in any way here. If you do feel like it is, maybe you come back up slightly. Okay. Getting that nice deep stretch in the shoulders. Beautiful. Have another inhale. Have another exhale. Inhale to come all the way back up. Exhale, release. Change the hands over. So left hand takes hold of the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall. Exhale, lean over towards the left. And again, little push of the hips towards the right hand side. Beautiful. Stay with the breath. Really enjoy that nice big stretch. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale One more exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up nice and tall. Exhale, release. And then from here, have another inhale, grow tall. Exhale, cactus through the elbows. So draw the elbows down in line with your shoulders, but imagine someone's pressing your elbows back behind you. Lift it through the heart, lift it through the chest. Keep tucking the tailbone under here. Lovely, well done. One more inhale. Exhale, rain the fingertips all the way down, bend the knees, pour the heart forwards back into your standing forward fold. Lovely. Okay, inhale, have another halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. Okay, bend the knees, heel toe the feet together for me. So here we go into our lovely chair exercise. So you're going to squeeze the legs together, bend the knees, sinking the hips down nice and low, brush the fingertips along the mat, lift the chest, lift the arms. So as you come into your chair pose, straight away we still want to find our core. Predominantly, we think we're working in the legs, which is correct, we are, but we don't want to forget about your core here. So keep knitting the rib cage together, tucking the tailbone under, make the spine nice and long here. Beautiful. And you can have the arms either extended, reaching forwards. Maybe you like to take the pressure off your shoulders and bring the palms together in front of your heart. I'll leave it up to you, your choice. Okay, have a breath. Have an exhale. And then from here, let's start to involve a little bounce. Nice and tiny, it's just a little bounce up and down. Okay, so we don't want to make it too extravagant, so we're not coming up too high here. We want to stay nice and low, okay. And stay with the breath, beautiful. You might start to feel it in your legs now, so use your breath to help you, okay. Take a nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Let's go a couple more, inhale. And exhale. Two more, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise up, grow tall here. Enjoy that stretch out for the body. Exhale, separate the arms, pour the heart forwards. Inhale, have a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Your choice, you can either step one foot back at a time to your plank, or you might have the power in the body to take that hop back and find that nice long line straight away. Have an inhale. Exhale, lower the knees should you wish, or come all the way down through your chaturanga, maybe taking a cobra, lifting the chest, keeping the knees and the legs down, or maybe press into the tops of the feet, lifting the hips and thighs off for your upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, roll over those toes, lift the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog, well done. Okay, take a full breath in here, and a nice big exhale out. Inhale, we're going to do that walk forwards with the feet again, so lift up onto the tiptoes, lift up as high as you can, don't forget about the core here, and start to walk the toes forwards. Really claw down through the fingertips, the shoulders are going to go a little bit further beyond your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, gently settle the heels back down. Lovely, well done. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees and heel toe the feet to back together. Squeeze the legs together. Here we go again. Brush the fingertips along the mat. Lift the chest. Lift the arms back into your chair pose. Okay. Little different this time, so we're going to incorporate the arms, but we're still working with that little bounce up and down. Okay, so take a breath here. Have an exhale. Inhale, you're going to have a little rise. Try not to come up too high. Exhale, you sink back down. Swing the left arm back to twist around towards the left-hand side. As you inhale, you come forward, little lift again. Exhale, we work our way to the other side. So right arm sweeps back, and again we have that sink. Inhale, forwards, little lift. Let's work it a little bit quicker. Exhale to the left. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, right. Beautiful. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, left. Keep sinking there. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, right. Inhale, forwards. You've got this. Exhale, left. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, right. Inhale forwards, let's go twice more on both sides. To left, inhale forwards. Exhale right, inhale forwards. Final time on each side, left, inhale forwards. Exhale right, inhale forwards. Beautiful, have an exhale here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, pour the body back down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, stepping or hopping back to your plank, your choice. Inhale here. Exhale again, come down to your cobra or maybe to your upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, roll over those toes. Downward facing dog, well done. Okay, nice big breath in here. And a nice big breath out. We're not quite finished yet. Inhale, lift onto those tiptoes. Exhale, start to step and tiptoe your way forward. Keep lifting the heels up as high as you can. Claw down through the fingertips into the very last moment. Exhale, heels come down, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Lovely, okay. Heel toe the feet together again for me. Bend the knees, sinking down low, brush the fingertips. Lift the chest, lift the arms. Okay, hold here for a breath. Have an inhale. Have an exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to swing the arms back. Send the weight towards your tiptoes. Maybe you lift the heels. Inhale, heels sink down. Arms come forwards. Exhale. We keep going. Lovely. So really marrying the movement to your breath so the breath can help guide us through there. At any point where you feel the body gets a little bit tired, use that inhale to give you that little bit more drive. Beautiful. Exhale, swing back. Inhale forward. Try to stay at the same height here. So as you lift up onto those tiptoes, we still keep that nice deep bend in the knees. Inhale. Exhale, how are we all doing? Stay connected to your core. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go just one more time. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards, heels down, rise all the way up and again. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, pour the body down. Beautiful. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, stepping or hopping back to your plank. You know the drill by now. Have an inhale. Exhale, come down, hug the elbows in. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Have a breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, lift up onto those tiptoes. Exhale, start to walk forwards. Beautiful, well done. Just walk as far forwards as you can here. Lovely, inhale. Exhale, heels down. Beautiful, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward. Heel toe the feet together. You've got one more drill, but we've got to do it on both sides. So brush the fingertips along the mat, bend the knees, lift the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the palms together in front of the heart. Well done. Okay. You are so nearly there through this chair exercise. So as I say, we've got one more. We've got to do it on both sides. So you're going to ground down through your left foot. You want to keep this left knee nice and bent. So we're nice and grounded here. Okay. You're going to have an inhale. You're going to think about keep squeezing the knees together. Kick the right heel forwards. As you exhale, brush that right foot along the mat. Point the toe back behind you. Squeeze the right heel towards the sit bone. Inhale, you flex the foot forwards. Exhale, you send it back. Lovely, that's all it is. Inhale, energy out through that heel. Exhale, back. You've got this. Inhale, come back to your core. Exhale. Couple more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, back. Now this time, inhale as you come forwards, brush the sole of that right foot along the mat, stand up nice and tall, squeeze that right knee in. You're not holding the knee in here, palms are still pressed together in front of the heart. Inhale. Exhale, brush the sole of that right foot along the mat, kick it back behind you, dive the chest down, warrior three. Hopefully finding this nice long line, so take the gaze down with you, shining the crown of the head forwards. Inhale. Exhale, slowly sink into this left knee. Keep that long line. Keep sinking, keep sinking. Inhale. Exhale, hands slowly come down towards the mat. Nice big step back with that right foot. Inhale, left foot back next to right plank. Exhale, here we go. Through that little vinyasa. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, really well done, everyone. Okay, have an inhale here. Have an exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, tiptoeing our way forwards. Keep really carving out through the core here. Inhale. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Lovely, make sure the feet are together here. Keep squeezing the legs together. You've got the final side to go. Sink down, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, palms come together. So now we're looking on at the other side. So you're grounding down through the right foot this time, staying nice and low into this right leg. Okay. As you inhale, start to kick that left heel forwards. Exhale, brush it along the mat, point the toes, squeeze that left heel towards the sit bone. Inhale forwards. Exhale, take it back. Start to notice whether your chest collapses forwards here. Stay nice and lifted. Inhale. Exhale, keep squeezing these together. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with me here. Inhale. Exhale back. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale back. One more full round. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale, this time as you come forwards, brush the sole of that left foot along the mat, stand up nice and tall. Left knee in towards the chest. Really squeeze and lift that left knee as high as you can. Exhale, brush the sole of that left foot along the mat, dive the torso down, warrior three. And again, finding this nice long line where the chest and that back leg are parallel down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, slow, 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 sinking into that right knee. How low can you go before you start to reach the arms forwards and step that left foot towards the back of the mat? Well done. Right foot back next to left. Inhale. Exhale through your flow. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Okay, we're going to hold here now. So bring as much movement in as you wish. Pedal out through the feet. If you want to take a little pause here, do feel free to take a child's pose. Well done. Okay. Beautiful. Come back to your breath. Notice how the body is feeling now. Notice your breath rate. Notice your heart rate. Continue to send that life force around the body using your breath. Beautiful. Well done. Have one more inhale wherever you are. One more exhale. Now your choice, hugging the elbows in. You can either bring both elbows down at the same time, or you might drop down one elbow at a time. You're making your way into your dolphin. Control that lower as best as you can. And we're just going to hold here in our dolphin. So keep pressing the ground away through the forearms, lifting the crown of the head away from the mat, and keep lifting the hips up nice and high. Beautiful. Stay with your breath. Keep inhaling, nice deep inhales. And exhale. Beautiful. Spread the fingertips nice and wide so you're still staying a little bit active through the hands here. Beautiful. Well done. Lift the sit bones up towards the sky. Two more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Again, your choice, lift one elbow up at a time, or maybe power up, lift both. Back to your downward facing dog. Well done. Have a breath. Exhale. Ground down through the left foot. Inhale, right toes towards the sky. Keep the hips square. Exhale, squeeze the right knee in towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale, softly step that right foot forwards. Well done. Take a moment to drop the left heel down, turning those left toes out 90 degrees. Wind with the arms. Left arm starts, right arm follows. Warrior two. And we can take a moment here. Take a breath. Continue to ground down through the feet, sinking down into that right knee. Make sure your heart is over your pelvis, so it's quite tempting to have a little lean forward here. We want to stay sitting up, or standing up nice and tall rather. Beautiful. Don't know about you, but I'm a bit out of breath here. Okay, take an inhale. And have an exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, release the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips here. As you inhale, send the backs of the hands away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, start to dive the torso down on the inside of this right leg. So you're not just resting the belly on this front thigh here. Lifting the backs of the hands up towards the sky. Beautiful, slow and steady breaths here. Keep pressing the ground away through the feet. Beautiful. Okay, one more inhale. One more exhale. Gently release the hands, stay where you are, reach the arms forward, sink a little lower. So rather than diving the chest down, I want you to focus on sinking the hips down here. Beautiful, you might feel it a little bit more. Okay, 2 breaths, you've got this. Inhale and exhale. 1 breath, inhale and exhale. Walk the hands around to frame that right foot. Lift that left heel into your runner's lunge. And we're going to take a little twist here. Left palm down. Inhale, sweep the right fingertips up. Maybe you modify here by taking a moment to drop that left knee down, untucking the left toes. Or maybe you keep it lifted if you're still nice and active here. Beautiful. Have an inhale. Have an exhale. Right hand comes down towards the mat. You're going to send this right leg back nice and high. Keep it lifted. And then walk the hands maybe a little bit back towards you. Sorry, gosh. Walk the hands towards you, keeping that right leg lifted towards the sky. Come into your 3-legged dog, hips are square. Have an inhale. Exhale. Now we can settle that right foot down towards the mat. Lovely. Bring some movement in. Okay. You are so nearly there, everyone. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Ground down through the right foot. Inhale, left toes lift. Again, hips are nice and square here. Lift up from that inner left thigh. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, hover. Exhale, softly step that left foot forwards. Guide it there if you need to. Dropping the right heel down. So again, turning those right toes out 90 degrees. Wind with the arms. Right arm starts. Left arm follows. Warrior two. Take a moment. Take a breath. Really rooting down to the feet, especially that little toe edge of the back foot here. So that back leg remains nice and active, even though we're sinking into the left knee. Nice long line from one arm to the other. Soften through the shoulders here. Okay. Take another breath in. And another breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Inhale as you send the back hands away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift up through the heart. And exhale, diving the torso down on the inside of the left leg. So diving down into that empty space. Try not to be tempted to rest the belly on that front thigh. Beautiful. Release through the back of the neck. Maybe allowing the weight of the hands to fall forwards here. Beautiful. Well done. Have an inhale. Have an exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Release the hands, reach the hands out towards the right hand side diagonal, and then sinking down into the left knee. So rather than sinking the chest down, I want you to focus on sinking the hips down, so you sink down further into that left knee. Beautiful, well done. Okay, holding here. Inhale. And exhale. My left leg has got a little shake going on here. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands around towards the left foot into that revolved runner's lunge. Now remember, you can drop the back knee down should you wish to modify. Ground down through the right fingertips. Inhale, sweep the left arm up nice and high. Easy twist, take a nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. And then bringing that left arm all the way back down. Sending that left leg up nice and high, straight into your three-legged dog. Maybe you need to walk the hands a little bit closer there. Really lift up from the inner left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, left foot down next to right. Beautiful, well done. Have a little shimmy, a little shake in your down dog. Holding here for a couple more breaths. Beautiful, really well done. One more breath. One more exhale. Inhale, let's bring back that wave. Lift the heels, lift the hips. Ripple the body forwards to your plank. Exhale, softly come all the way down towards the mat. Beautiful, well done. Take a moment to have a little wiggle around here. Okay, well done. So we're going to take a little half frog here just to stretch out through our quads. So you're going to reach the arms forwards here, release through the back of the neck. Exhale, slide the elbows back towards you underneath your shoulders here. So working our way into a little sphinx. Make sure we're dropping the shoulders away from the ears, lifting up through the heart. Lovely, exhale. And then you're going to fold this right arm, so the right forearm is parallel to the top of your mat. Bend into the left knee, so you squeeze that left heel towards your sit bone. Maybe you reach the left hand around, finding those left toes. Once you've got that bind, I want you to send this left shoulder down towards the mat. Continuing to squeeze that left heel in, and also pressing the hips down in towards the mat. And hopefully you can feel that stretch there. Beautiful, well done. Okay. Let's take one more breath in here. One more exhale. Gently letting go of the left foot to bring that left arm back around, changing over so the left forearm is now parallel to the top of the mat. Bend into the right knee, right arm reaches around, maybe taking hold of those right toes, and draw that right shoulder down towards the mat, so finding the stretch in the other leg this time. So the more you kind of tuck the tailbone under and press the hips down and towards the mat, the more you're going to feel into that stretch. Beautiful. Take another breath. And exhale. Letting go of that right foot. Bring the palms of the hands underneath the shoulders, and you're going to send your left arm out towards the side here. Using your right hand underneath the right shoulder, gently push the body to come to lie on your left hand side, stepping that right foot back behind you, so taking a little scorpion twist here. So perhaps just enjoying this little twist in the spine, a little moment just to kind of wring out the body here. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe you lift this right arm up and wrap it around your lower spine, so really rolling that right shoulder out. Beautiful, well done. Okay, let's rest here for just a few more moments. One more breath. One more exhale. Inhale, right arm comes all the way back up. Exhale, settle it back down and towards the mat and gently roll back onto your fronts. Slide this left arm back in, and if you're like me and you're up against the wall, you might need to have a little shimmy. You're going to come onto the other side, so extending the right arm out towards the side, using the left arm underneath the left shoulder to push and roll yourself onto your right hand side, and stepping the left foot back behind you. Well done. So left foot comes all the way back. Okay, and again, choosing with this left arm, you can keep it where it is. Maybe that's helping you to stop rolling back forwards. Or you take another nice big inhale, extend out through that left arm, and wrap it around your lower spine. Beautiful. Okay, enjoying that nice stretch for the shoulders, for the spine. Beautiful. Just take one more breath. One more Exhale, bring it back down towards the mat. Gently roll back onto your front. And then from here, nice and easy, press down through the palms to gently lift you all the way up onto your hands and onto your knees. And you're just going to bring the sit bones down towards the mat. So however way is easiest for you. And then we've got one final thing before we calm it completely down. So sitting up nice and tall, have the knees bent, pointing up towards the ceiling, connecting to your core. You probably know what's about to happen here. So lift up through the heart, lift up through the chest. Again, have a little tuck of the tailbone under, not so we're rounding through the spine, but just so we're not aggravating our lower spine here. So you can work your way in stages. Maybe you work on lifting the heels and that's enough for you. Maybe you lift one foot at a time, reaching the arms forward. Maybe you're quite happy lifting the ankles. Again, you can have the hands on here if you need a little bit of help getting that lift. Beautiful. So we're going to stay here, or again, you can come back to these little toe taps. If you're here, take an inhale. Exhale, extend either one leg at a time or both legs out in front, low boat. Inhale, squeeze it back in. Exhale, we go again. Inhale in. Exhale. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Use your breath. Inhale. Squeeze the legs together. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more times. Exhale. Inhale. Keep reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale. Let's go 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Final time. Exhale. Inhale. This time as you exhale, slow lower all the way down. Control it as best as you can. And then release the body all the way down towards the mat. Beautiful, well done. As you arrive in lying down, just again, bend the knees up towards the ceiling, tucking the tailbone under, trying to bring the lower spine down towards the mat, and just have a little sway in the knees from side to side. Beautiful. Okay. So just taking a moment to kind of relax here. Notice your breath rate again. Notice how the body's feeling, how the torso is feeling, the core, the back, the legs. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, take a nice big inhale, draw both knees in towards the chest. Allow the spine to decompress here. Have a little sway from side to side. And then let's go ahead, release the arms out into a T shape, maybe a cactus shape. Inhale here. Exhale, keeping the ankles and the knees stacked. Just allow them to fall all the way over down towards the left-hand side. So taking a gentle spinal twist here. If you'd like to take a more deeper variation, do feel free to come straight into it here. But if you'd like to take it nice and easy today like me, feel free to stay where you are. Maybe send the gaze towards the right, making sure that right shoulder blade stays down towards the mat. Beautiful. And again, just enjoying this opportunity to kind of wring out the body here. Letting go of any perhaps negative energy, anything you were unnecessarily clinging onto. Have one more breath. One more exhale. Inhale. Gently lift the knees back up through center. Exhale, send them over towards the right. Same again, keeping the knees and ankles stacked if you're taking a less intense variation or you're taking that deeper variation, your choice. Maybe when you're ready, sending the gaze to look over towards the left-hand side, so in the opposite direction of your knees. Beautiful. Perhaps you can notice the breath has calmed back down slightly here. We feel a little bit more released maybe. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring the knees back in towards the chest. Hug them in nice and tightly. Curl yourself up into a tiny little ball. And then exhale. Allow the body to soften, and we can work our way into our Shavasana. But of course, as always, if there's any final few stretches you feel as though your body needs today, do feel free to take them now. But if not, just making your way into your Shavasana. And if you're taking a more traditional Shavasana with the arms and legs out wide, just again make sure the tailbone is nicely tucked under so we can make that tailbone nice and long. And we're not having so much of an arch in the lower spine here. And if you are feeling that arch quite a bit, maybe keep the knees bent, allow the knees to knock together, send the feet out towards the side. So you can take more of a constructive rest here with the knees bent, or you can take a more traditional resting pose, whatever you decide to be. Make that choice for yourself and take ownership of that choice. So really making this positive decision for you and for your body today. And then once you arrive in this place, allow yourself to rest, allow the heart rate to return back to its natural pace. The breath to return back to a gentle ebb and flow. And even though we are resting here, we're still remaining truly aware of our bodies here. Notice how you feel now. Maybe we feel just that little bit different compared to before our practice today. Noticing any little shifts in the body here. And as you rest here, gradually becoming softer and softer, heavier and heavier. Know that you can stay here for as long as you need. You have all the time in the world. But if you're ready to, perhaps gradually bring yourselves back into this place. And taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling up the lungs entirely. Exhale, release with a sigh. And again, nice big inhale. And a nice big exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And just starting to gently invite some movement back in. So it might be the fingertips and the toes. Maybe you're having a little rotation in the wrists and in the ankles. Or maybe you take that nice big energizing stretch along your mat, reaching the arms up and above behind the head, stretching the toes out long. Allow the body to grow here and expand, take up space. And exhale, floating the arms all the way back down. Beautiful. And then really taking our time here, try not to move the body too abruptly. We're gradually going to make our way up to a comfortable seated position. So whatever that means for you, maybe you roll onto one side, use your hands to help you, nice and easy, no need to rush. Just bring yourselves up to seated, crossing at the shins or the ankles, nestling those sit bones down and towards the mat so you can really sit up nice and tall, sending the crown of the head towards the sky. Palms of the hands rest on top of the knees, melt those shoulders down and away from those ears. And closing off the eyes as we seal our practice, as always, with the blessing. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you at night. May the rain wash away your worries. And may the breeze blow new strength throughout your being. And may you walk through the world knowing its beauty all the days of your life. And with that, we bring the palms together in front of the heart. And we bow, namaste. Beautiful. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me again. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to leave me a little comment. And if you want some more, be sure to subscribe. I'll be delivering a new class every Sunday. All right. See you soon. Have a lovely weekend. Mwah.